Hey, Tony, talking trash about music coming at you. And I'm going to wrap up my Smith's journey here today and the mastery of the great Johnny Marr, the great guitar playing, the great, even no matter what you think about his politics, the great melodic invention and the whole, almost started an entire new thing. It's part of the shoegaze really posture to tell you the truth. The Smiths were very much influential there. But anyway, I'm going to try to count down here my favorite top 10 Smiths tracks, and it's very different. So it's difficult. So that's why I have 11. I have a tie at number 10 again. For number 10, tied for number 10, I have from uh, The Queen is Dead, Frankly, Mr. Shankly, one of my favorite, most funny plaintive type, it's when it wasn't old at the time, when the miserableness wasn't old, and the injustice kind of rang there. Number 10, the ever optimistic from the Louder Than Bombs, Sheila, Take a Bow, Run Out and Find the One You Love, which is just kind of a beautiful positive thing to say. And that's the one thing about the Smiths that was kind of interesting about Morrissey, because it's kind of as peering or leering or whatever you want to say as Morrissey could be at times. He always could say a really delicate, beautiful thing that could, and I guess maybe the contrast of the things might have been it. But anyway, at number 9, I'm going to go with the brilliant William. It Was Nothing. It was just, to me, is I can't tell you. Maybe it's a personal thing. I don't know, but I've loved that. I've loved that from the time that I first heard it. Even though that was back in kind of my Morrissey protest days or whatever you want to call it. I didn't want to admit to everybody how much I liked it. Anyway, number 8, Hand in Glove, the early single, the 45 version, the one that's on the comps, and it's really 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 great. Uh, Number 7, we're going to go with a brilliant from Meet His Murder. I think it's Meet His Murder. I started something I couldn't finish. What do you want me to say? Now we're starting to get into the heavy stuff. I guess it means different from everybody else, but to me, I don't think that some of these can really be debated, but maybe they can. I just, this is in the crowd, at least that I ran with. But number 6, I want the one that I can't have. Just brilliant showstopper type of a lyrical gut check, like Morrissey's bound to deliver from time to time, to make you think not only differently about everything, but just completely about, to re-examine yourself. While we're at it, now about number 5, That Joke's Not Funny Anymore. Once again, I guess, when I'm looking at these, I'm guessing lyrically a lot of this, pans out like that. But I think that's what the deal. That's kind of makes Johnny's thing click, is the rhythm of where um, it goes. And I don't know what else to say, but I think it's. I think one of the most poignant moments is sometimes, when you walk up to that edge. No, when you go over, no. But they always made it mysterious here. Number 6, of course, Some Girls' Mothers Are Bigger Than Other Girls' Mothers, the final track on Queen is Dead. Really, really, really great. And it's really great. Number 3, I'm going to go with with my favorite. I think I talked about this when we did the countdown. You have to skip over Girlfriend in a Coma. You have to skip over that, and on the latest record, and stop me if you've heard this one before. But to me, it's kind of the culmination of it all. You've got the loud clanging drums there on it, yes, but But I think it almost, with the rhythm guitar style and the style of the strumming and the stuff, it kind of sums up, and it's kind of like the last vestige of really what the Smiths were on that last Strange Ways record. So, but that's what it is. Number two, I'm going to go with a fantastic non-OP single, How Soon Is Now. You just fall right off the bone, man. I mean, that guitar playing and the production on that bend is so sinister and so wonderful. Uh, you can't beat it. And of course, number one, I'm going to go with the sped up vocal, with the loony thing, with Captain Obvious, with a Big Mouth. Of course, Big Mouth Strikes Again. My God, when that song hit, it was an explosion. I mean, the energy, the way it races through that almost like Wipeout type of drumming on the how great that rhythm section is on that. Holy shit! I mean, when it breaks down, dun 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 dun, almost sounds like New Order-ish too, or New Order sounds like the Smiths, I suppose. But number one for Queen is Dead, Big Mouth Strikes Again. So that's it. That's my 11 Smiths tracks, guys. And I didn't take up much of your time here. I can see I'm still at about the 6-minute mark. Do me a favor for that, please, and hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please try to help us out here. We appreciate that. And we will be back at you with some other fun stuff. I'm going to pick up some other 80s era, 70s era, 90s even era stuff. And we're coming at you with some new stuff soon. So we really appreciate you being along for the ride. Leave your list below, please. Everybody's very loves the Smiths, and I understand why. And they always did. I saw that devotion from the very start, and from my time managing the store in Georgetown when the Smiths were happening, and it was maybe the closest to Beatlemania. That and U2 at one time they're probably about on par. They were the two biggest bands, of that era. But anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in, you guys. We will check you out next time. Thanks.